Put me in the middle of your mission. Help me find the strength to say, if God be for me, then who can be against me this day?
There was once a man named Elkanah. He was from the hill country of Ephraim. He had a wife named Hannah who had no children, and she desperately wanted a child. Once, when they went to worship God, Hannah was crying and said,
Father, if you will remember me in my misery and give me a son, then I will give him back to you for all the days of his life. And I will remember this promise by never cutting his hair.
As she kept praying fervently, the priest Eli saw her move her mouth, but could not hear her speaking out loud. So Eli thought maybe she was drunk and said,
"How long are you going to stay drunk? Put away your wine."
But Hannah said,
Oh no, I have not been drinking any beer or wine. I have been praying here out of great anguish and grief.
Oh. Then go in peace, and may God give you what you have asked of him.
Soon thereafter, Hannah became pregnant. She gave birth to a son and named him Samuel. And the name Samuel means, because I asked the Lord for him. A few years later, after she stopped nursing him, she took the boy back to the tabernacle and brought him to Eli.
Excuse me, do you remember me? I was the one praying for this child, and I promised to give him back to the Lord.
So Samuel grew up in the tabernacle and served Eli the priest. As Eli grew old, he lost his eyesight and he could barely see. Late one night, when everyone was sleeping, Samuel heard a voice calling his name.
Samuel. Samuel.
Samuel quickly got up and went to check on Eli to see what he needed.
I heard you call. Do you need anything, sir?
I did not call you. Go back to sleep.
So Samuel went back to sleep. Once again, God called,
Samuel. Samuel.
That woke Samuel up, and he ran to see Eli again.
Did you need me? I heard my name called.
Again, Eli said,
I didn't call you. Go back to bed.
A third time, the same thing happened. Samuel heard his name being called.
Samuel. Samuel.
So he got up and went to Eli once more.
Here I am. Didn't you call me?
Eli finally figured out that it was the Lord calling the boy and said,
Go back and lie down. If the voice calls again, say, Speak, God. I am your servant, ready to listen.
So Samuel returned to his bed. This time, when the voice said,
Samuel. Samuel.
Samuel said,
Speak, Lord. I am your servant. I'm listening. Here I am, Lord, your servant. I'm listening.
God then told Samuel all he was going to do to Eli's sons, who had been serving as priests, but were not obeying God and were cheating the people. God also predicted future wars and told Samuel all about them. And then God declared that Samuel would become a great prophet and a great leader. In fact, years later, it was Samuel who picked out the first king for the Jewish people. That was King Saul. But that is another story for another day.
When all creation hears your breath.